my crazy, awesome, and amazing Viking friends out there. Today is going to be an unusual recipe, and I am excited. I have a jalapeno from the garden, I've got a lemon, and I've got some garlic, barbecue booty stuff that I procured and pillaged and plundered from a hardware store. Weirdly as I was, but I just wanted to start out with bison. I don't particularly like a lot of beef, and it's because I get bored with the same old, and I don't know if anybody else does out there, but I like to mix it up because, well, I get bored quite easily, and so I'm always looking for the newest, latest, and greatest, and I think I found it. Bison, I love bison. It takes the place of beef, but it is a little more gamey and a little leaner. And so if you don't know how to use it, it gets kind of tricky. And that's why I like to use it and teach people, because this could be a fantastic replacement for your standard beef. And well, it mixes things up a bit. It makes for a great conversation at a party, at a dinner event, or just around the family. Anyway, so I just wanted to go crazy and wild, and let's get started. Okay, so bison is a North American animal, and they used to run the plains, and well, folks decided that they wanted to just kill a whole bunch, and they drove them to near extinction, actually. If you wanted to look up the history, you could definitely look up the history. It's a very sad history of the North American bison and the Native Americans that went along with it. But through a bunch of conservation efforts and a bunch of agricultural efforts, yes, agricultural, it did a good thing. It brought the bison back, and we have farmers and ranchers who love to, well, ranch bison, and it makes for a delicious kind of meat, substituting your beef. After putting the bison in our big mixing dish, we are going to add our simple ingredients. First and foremost, I am going to add a little bit of black salt, Tears from the Dragon. Now, this comes from Iceland and the volcanoes there. Iceland volcano salt. Not sponsored, I just like it. It's simple, it's easy, and well, it makes everything a smoky flavor. Next, I decided to pick up some of this booty stuff. It's a garlic jalapeno rub, and I added a couple of other seasonings in there, onion powder and a few other things, but it's primarily the old mixture in here is the garlic jalapeno rub. You can use just garlic powder, that's fine, and it will do the same thing. I am just going to add a generous amount, but if you don't like garlic, if you don't like onion, if you don't like any of that, don't use it. That is the thing. Now, the weirdest and craziest ingredient I'm going to add to this is a mixture of paprika and cocoa powder. That's right, just plain Jane cocoa powder. So about a tablespoon there. And then I am going to add a little bit of lemon zest. So let me find a way to not kill this lemon, and I will be right back. I found this little device. It's been in my cupboard for years and years and years. And I'm going to just zest this lemon. It's always important to wash your lemons before you start zesting. I know everybody out there is going, what are you doing? Oh, trust me on this. Now you're going to come up with, I'm going to do a little bit more here. And you're going to come up with quite a bit of lemon zest. fresh lemon zest, about a tablespoon. Now, bison is different than buffalo. Buffalo is found primarily in Africa and various parts over there. I have had buffalo in different regions of, well, Guam, for example, has a carabao, which is a water buffalo type. And it is a completely different species. Very, well, on Guam, it was very jungly. But in the Philippines and other, like Indonesian and other parts of the world, buffalo can get quite, what's the word, tough and rugged and just hard. Next, I'm going to add some jalapeno. This is completely up to you how much you want to add, if you want to add any at all. I just pulled this from my garden and I figured, well, why not? And so just a little tiny bit of jalapeno to spice things up a bit. Very odd mixture, I know. And lastly, I am going to add 1 egg. Okay. I'm just going to stir up this mixture very well. Meanwhile, I have this butter pan and I'm going to stick this into the oven really quickly to melt the butter. I'm going to proceed to mixing this up a bit. Just mixing this up thoroughly. It's going to be a very odd mixture. You can hear my dog panting in the background. She thinks she's going to get some food. It is thoroughly mixed. Well, as thoroughly mixed as it can get for right now. And I'm going to pull out the buttered muffin pan. Okay, next we are going to get messy and put a little bit of this bison meat inside the muffin holes, I guess you'd call them, and then shape them into a cup. Just a little tiny bit, a little bit more. You're going to get messy, and that's fine. And we're going to just shape them into a cup. Now, meanwhile, I am preheating the oven, 350, and as long as we hurry, it should be okay. So each one of these are going to be a cup. Okay, so now that I have everything just kind of scooped in there and they're kind of cup-like, and I'm going to make sure that each one has a significant kind of bowl shape in there. I'm going to stick into my preheated oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for approximately 20 minutes, and I will be right back. While our bison is cooking, we are going to go ahead and melt a stick of butter with a chicken bouillon cube, and 1 cup of water. And then we're going to go ahead and stir this really well. While this is boiling, I added a little bit of lemon zest, and I'm going to squeeze a half of a lemon inside of here. There we are. And I'm going to let this just simmer and thicken. Right now, it is really soupy. I'll let that thicken. Let's check on our bison. We're going to take some blue cheese and put them in the center of each cup. Just a little crumble. A little crumble. All right, and here you have it. Now for the final touch, we are going to remove these and plate them, and then we are going to sprinkle some of the sauce over. We're going to let the sauce simmer for another 5 minutes before we do this, but I might as well plate them, right? See how beautiful they are now. They didn't stay in cup form. I could have made these a lot deeper and more pronounced. Next time I'll do that. But the important part, they did not stick. And this is what they look like after they have been plated. Very delicious. Amazing. Hold on. Oh, that is good. It's very robust and light, but it has base. It's hard to explain. I think you're just going to have to try it. A little bit of bison, a little bit of blue cheese, and a little bit of love. And guess what? You made yourself some great hors d'oeuvres for main meal. Who knows? Whatever you want. Anyway, love. That is really good. Okay. All right, my friends. It's been an awesome day. I've been cooking in the kitchen, making all sorts of different desserts and things that you might see in the next video. Who knows? But these, I would definitely do these again and again and again and again. That's up to you, but definitely I would try it at least once. So until next time, my friends, like and subscribe and leak a tip. Skål! Hello, all of my wonderful, amazing biking friends and I almost fell over. That's how excited I am. Oh, you guys just, I don't know. All right, I'm going to redo this. Hang on. Okay, and then are you recording? Yeah, I'm actually recording right now. I'm just waiting. And the fly popped out of absolutely nowhere. There's water buffalo. There's different kind of poopy text. You're getting more of the various spices and nuances. Why? All right. Ah, hold on. Ah. Oh, I had to turn my phone ringer down. Where was I? Last dog. Next, I'm going to.
It's leaking.
I have more issues than plates leaking. How the f did we get 2 flies in here?